Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Wildermyth. Last time we left off, we were on the chapter complete screen. And let's see how well we undermined things. Stuff's so far down here now. We got rid of the triple Thrixels, which is nice. Barred extra damage isn't that big a deal, but... Harrowed and hurried as he was that season, Duncan only got more greedy for those moments of peerless joy, the days he spent with Gilligan. Among the whole company, a quiet eagerness for his life softly burned. Who could say how many days there'd be? As winter gives way to spring, advance Duncan's transformation, +5 block, minus 0.1 speed again. I mean, he's already crazy slow, but it would be cool. It would be cool. I might take this Mournclate off of you at some point here. Just because... Yeah, I mean, your speed is a problem. So, I think I will do this for the 5 block. Give yourself a gym leg. Alright, but we are probably gonna swap your armor. So... We will lose Valiant Bracing, which does suck. I just want you to have your speed back. Stunt chance, dodge, less warding. Cowling. Big warding and big potency, but I don't think you have anything really worth it for potency. Your Crystallis is based off of potency. Ooh, Broad Swipes is based off of potency too, actually. And your engaged range is also based off of potency. Maybe the Cowling. Scoth, Fashion for the Fray. Less armor, less warding, more speed. Extra dodge when you're not walling. And this is accuracy, bonus damage, warding out of this. Yeah, I just want you to get some of your speed back, because right now you're just crazy slow. We'll look into some other characters first, because obviously you're very, very strong already. You aren't I mean, it would have already told us if you were retiring. Yeah, so you are good. We did handle the previous chapter fast enough. Yeah. There is this. That is very cheap. I think I will get that actually for Tyros. That's quite good. Yeah, sure. Enjoy your Starseed Wand. And what do I want to put for your offhand? I wish I had one of those spell shards now. That would be phenomenal. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, like warding or something is probably gonna be the best. As far as other characters go, you already have 3 stars, you already have 3 stars. Gonna make your greatsword even more great. It's super cheap to do so. I probably do want to make Duncan's spear better too. And I'm probably gonna want to make sure I can get some of this stuff. I think I'm gonna get the Ocean Scale, and so we're gonna lose out on Valiant Bracing, which is unfortunate, but we get so many bonuses from a lot of other things that I think it's worth it. The only other one that's kind of tempting to me is the Cowling, but I lose 2 armor. So I do think I'm gonna go with Ocean Scale. It also kind of goes with your whole look. There you go, Duncan. Enjoy. This is, of course, the final chapter, so the things I do here, you know, gonna be pretty important, I think. I feel like red's probably gonna be my go-to rogue. Kest is good, but let's, of course, increase that. Okay, so now Duncan's really, really well off. Evaner, currently you're using Mournclate, which, yeah, this also gives you the Valiant Bracing. I could give you extra armor and warding, and you keep your Valiant bracing. Alternately, let's see. Tyros and Gilligan are already good. Red's good there. The only thing I could see really is giving Red a better bow, but I can't. And then Kest, yeah. Not really a whole lot to do here. We can definitely give Tyros something for the offhand. The only question is what? Use a torch to light adjacent debris on fire? I mean, maybe. Alternately, extra warding. Less damage. I mean, less damage might be useful. Let's just give you less damage. Shields are quite good. Okay, and then, yeah, Hughes has that. So with the rest of things, I mean... aside from just upgrading some of the characters, I might not even use aside from upgrading their armor, I don't really know what else I'm gonna want to do here. Because I might not even use Hughes or, Elsie. Yeah. Kest, can't upgrade your stuff. I could make you a fire dagger. So you could use that if I ever felt the need to. Aside from that, I mean, yeah, there's not much to do here. LC can't make a better weapon, you can't really do too much. I can't give you a better bow, so... yeah, sure. Let's give Kest the ability to also do big damage with the dagger. There you go. Alright. I don't want to use my legacy points because I want to, you know, have as much as possible to put people in the legacy. Wind makes a puppet show of the woods and wheatgrass. Smells of spring. Started to associate them with a journey. And cold dew that rings like a bell on a wind. Can't say I disagree. I was born here. My whole life I've spent leaving. Keep wondering when I'll leave it for the last time. In case we cannot find it quickly enough, I agree that is a risk we may have to run. Duncan? Gaston here. How early were you all up? Never went to bed. I do not require sleep. I feel like I overslept. Same. Well, anyway, we took the wood path and picked up some kindling. Sounded like you had travel plans. Yeah, I think we're heading out. Do you remember this book, Duncan? The Kyoran one? Funny how fate weaves things in. My little brother finally did translate it all. I think it had much use, though, and we kind of forgot about it. This past winter, I found myself thinking about a particular passage. Not one of the illustrated entries, but one of the messy scrawled accounts in the back. Here, you read it. Start where my thumb was. The binding words were wrung from our throats. Our lungs were leached of air. But when... Asgirmain, it's pronounced. Kyoran name, person's name. Asgirmain. Right, well, when Asgirmain shook me and my fearing eyelids lifted, she was smiling, and the thing was done. Blasted into the founding stone, the runic script of our entwined souls, smoky words that would elude even the most dream-fluent and wishing-wise, and any who did not share my blood or my wives, so the seal was made sure. Interesting. Thereafter a tower did we raise, our tower of locks. From within, no being could go without, and from without, no being within, save when, by our will, the door were unbarred. Duncan lets the old Kyoran book softly close. Imagine that. Great tower of your own, and you can govern who comes in and out. But, also, you all think there may be some kind of artifact or mystical treasure there? Something to fight with? I think Tyros and them are thinking we find the place and trap Ekthys inside, or is that wrong? My knowledge of old Kior's decent, and the Mothman too. He says it's possible. Accepted history has it that the ancient Kiorans engaged in a centuries-long struggle with the Thrixel. Most theorize that is what ended Kioran civilization. We learned such things growing up, though Thrixel was only a monster from the rhymes. But wait, really? That's our plan? Lock her up in a fancy magic prison? Being honest, it is a long time, almost target-blind shot, but time ebbs, and I doubt we can protect our presence if we stay here. Problem is, we don't know where it is, or if it works, or how we open it, or how we coax her inside, or if it even exists in the first place. What I know is that we stand no chance of winning a direct duel. I also know that Kyoran records are lauded for their accuracy, And when this story struck my ear, I could not help feeling it had the ring of truth and the familiarity of a well-trod tale forgotten. I believe it is out there, this Tower of Locks, and my beliefs are as good as your certainties, little birds. Quite a claim. I am quite a Mothman. Throbble, kerclunk, bulging gust tries to bust the window. Alright, now if only we were the birds you say we are, we could travel the wind and be done by summertide. They depart before noon, seeking rumor and riddles key, traveling always with protective shrouds cast round, but any night's wind feels like it might rip away their fortunes. Shadows deepen. Okay, locate the Tower of Locks. Alright, so we are just going to have to explore all of these areas until we find what I'm looking for here, it looks like. Oh my god, why are all the warriors all together? No, stop that. Alright. Duncan, Kest, Tyros, and so there's gonna be one group of 4, one group of 3. I feel like these 3 can probably handle most things that are thrown at them, so I'll send them as one group into the unknown. And then we'll send my other group up here with... Oh wait, no. There's another one to put in there, so we can't have 2 groups of 4. I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So you can have Hughes as well. And then this group will be the rest of them. Yeah. That looks good to me. Everybody to your positions! We have things to do. Stormy Rascal Foothills has been discovered. Alright. Jewel Earthworks, let's go. So yeah, I mean obviously it's this crew because they're the ones that are here. Let's go. Wait, Duncan, you weren't over there? Okay, it's been revealed. Oh wait, the other squad isn't there to help Red out. Okay, good. Luckily the chances of that happening seem very low. Very happy about that. Alright, everybody's groups. Skettle's tannery up ahead, and I don't see any smoke coming from the chimneys. No lights on in the house. Looks like the Gorgons got here a while ago. Ugh, so much for this season's harvest. Check to see if there's anybody left. What you got? Looks like the locals were building fortifications before they... Hey, you two should come check this out. Yikes, got the livestock too, huh? Looks like it used to be a ram, maybe? There's more over there. Poor thing. I think this is new. So now what? Let's finish up the fortifications, let them come to us. No sitting ducks, we take the fight to them. Finish up the fortifications. They can come at us, but it's gonna cost them. Alright. Bow cards, just a Bartoth and a raccoon? Oh, it's a survival? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I mean, this is gonna be a very long fight. So... Very, very interesting. Okay, this is different. Not what I would have expected. I guess if we had taken the fight to them, it would not be like this, but... Oh. It said survive for 12 turns. That ended earlier than I thought it was going to. I guess I did too well, because it's only turn 9. But I killed every single thing that came by. That was no problem at all. Elsie lost 1 HP because a Bogmore exploded, but that was it. Alright, so... Ooh, Thundering Challenge can now target multiple enemies in a small area. Yes, please. Wilderguard! That's actually good. Speed, less armor, but greater stunt chance and dodge. Yes, please. Go ahead and take that, Elsie. Bracelet of Elimination. This is less bonus damage, more stunt chance. I kind of want Tyros to have the stunt chance. Yeah. Alright. Good, good. We don't need to worry about building tanneries or anything like that. So, just continue to the next area, I suppose. And once Duncan gets over here, attack. There we go. They hike the tree-covered hill above Jewel Earthworks, making their final approach. Woodlands here used to be bigger or smaller. It's kind of set apart. There's that feeling again, listless, like Ranwan Hillerwinks writes. I'm a cinder blown across the sky of my life. Should I say something? Hugh's leading the way, and it's he who spots the warm glow up ahead. Did it flicker to life just now? Or maybe it had only been hidden behind trunks. What a remarkable spot. Wonder why Thrixel would gather here. I do find them to be an irresistible puzzle. Anyway, we'll get our chance to find out. There's an orangey light up ahead. Campfire could be. Campfire? Could be a random traveler. Time for weapons. Oh no, this isn't a... Gout of flames swirls amid these saber rocks, silent, bright, and smokeless. It's not a place to hang your kettle. It's an artifact, a monument? I wonder why it's not hot. Not hot, it's blistering. I feel it. You okay? Do you hear stories? Or is it just in my mind? Or is it just my mind that hears them? Hughes moves closer to the spiraling inferno, apparently unscorched. Hughes? I'm a lot like a cinder, blown here by wind. Accident. Remember one tall story, it's brief. It's for children. In early days, the sky's back was not so stiff. She bent and saw a handsome gray squirrel who climbed to the top of a redwood. Hughes? You're getting really close. Squirrel, he chatted to her blithely. Now he relished her stars in the autumn wind. Took comfort when she cast her cloudy hair. He thanked her for letting the sun thread through it. The sky was young then, her pride overgrew, watered with earnest praise. So when she watched him plant his forests and watched the trees grow tall where he placed them, the sky thought to impress him by planting her own. Lightning arm she gently lowered, and a great tree of scarlet was born. But it was a greedy tree. It grew and grew and grew, so large it consumed the forest the squirrel had planted. And without time for a word, words took much longer to say in those days, it swallowed the squirrel's body too. Saddened, and seeing that her hubris had ruined the earth, she poured all the stare wine from her great bowl, and it fell as rain, dousing the flames. Ever after, the rain will come when a wildfire somewhere might threaten to engulf the world. That's a story I remember, and this place remembers. It's a piece of here, something left behind. What's that mean? Stories of fire, you don't hear them? They leap and lick at my imagination. At this altar, once people would gather and tell them. But they're dead now. Those people are dead, the flame somehow endures. Son, please come away. You should be burning, how are you not? Listen, I'm going to let it touch me. Ooh, transformation? A fire one? It's just a haunted altar on a faraway hill, you're not thinking straight. I believe I'm meant to carry it, the fire, its heat and memories in myself. Transformation? Fire person? Wait, don't just... Hughes, no. He leans close and lets the fire climb his wrist. It's alright, I'll be alright. He stands unharmed as flames file up his arm, orderly as ants, but then... Ugh. Hughes! Sudden massive fire wreathes Hughes' body. Just as it seems the whirling flames will devour him. They retreat into their coals. Hughes stumbles back a few steps. Ugh. What in... Hughes here. My canteen's still full. Let me. Okay, so Dad's a crystal person, and now you're a fire person. No, keep your water. It's not painful, it's unusual looking. In fact, I was feeling light and listless as thistledown, but I've landed now. In a fire? Oh, in the fertile ashes of... Well, okay, I'm in metaphor prison again. Someone please interrupt... Close by, a small flitting noise is followed by a drone of several seconds and then a telling silence. There we go. Surely as flood follows fire. Thrixel. And I get a legacy point. All foes, 1 temporary hit point. That's annoying. But what does this allow you to do? Cone of fire? Fire tattoo. And left arm spawns the eager start of a flame. 1 to 3 magic damage, 4 ranged range, shoot a blast of fire from your hand. That's so cool! That's so cool! Oh my god, look at it! Oh, that's so neat. I mean, it's not crazy useful right now, but it's still super neat. Alright, I guess I'll take this, this fight out really quickly. Alright, pretty easy, victory there. Hughes took a stray ether burn and cast got hit by a teleporting Dweaver, but nothing too bad. Upgrade Living Hearth. Hughes gains +1 potency and 2 range to Cone of Fire. Shield Shear. Shield Shear would be kind of interesting. But yeah, you get extra range and +1 potency if you're standing on. You don't really do that much damage with that. This kind of thing, this fire, would be most useful on, like, you know, a Mystic, obviously. I feel like you could do a lot with that. But we got it on a Warrior. Hey, Duncan's max level. Thundering Challenge, Blood Rage. Broad Swipe's damage scales twice as much with bonus damage and potency. Current damage 5, it would go up to 8. Yes. Talisman of Elimination again. I think that's just more stunt chance for you. It's very good. Like, Tyros having extra stunt is just amazing because he has the fire thing, so it just, you know, spreads fires everywhere and does damage. The dust settles, the air smells acrid and burnt. You can control that thing, I hope. This arm, yeah, you belong to a different order of nature now, or what? Alright, so I really did hear something, right? Whatever presence was there in the altar of the flames, it spoke in me more than to me, like the chorus of my primal ancestry. I heard them offer stories to the altar. Savon of the Summer, the Queen of Embers, the Sun Thief, and the Empire of Ashes. Were softer stories, like that little yarn about the sky and the Tree of Fire. I heard them, these flame keepers, people who drove their herds and built their shelters here, who poured out their mysteries by this altar they must have carved, and... So maybe I think I responded to it, because I wanted something. It had been that hollowness inside me for a long time, a cold place that wanted heat. Well, who am I to tell you otherwise would be the point also. And I guess one benefit is, you'll be useless for a lot of work. Can't thatch a roof like that. You're worried for me, aren't you, Dad? Sorry, I'll be okay. I'll be better. I'll be who I was meant to be. This is interesting, too, from, like, the perspective of everything that's happened to Duncan. If I'll put on the role-playing hat for a second, it's like, possibly Duncan regrets the thing he did that, you know, turned him into a crystal person, and maybe now he feels bad that he basically had the same thing happen to his son. About you, Kest, any comments? I don't know. Me, I'm just trying to keep up. That is interesting. We have a lot of transformations this time. Alright, so I'm guessing this could the area could be over here. We're gonna continue just kind of scouting the area and seeing what we find. Drifty Alder Timbers. Alright, back to this squad again. It was here upon a secret lake, in a secret place, on a moonless night fit for promise breakers, ditch walkers, peerless hearts, or peaceless hearts, hiding from their own reflections. It was here on such a night she'd fled. Pursued by the wrath of a goddess she'd cheated, here Sheena Gruff laid her life's treasure to rest. Chip-chee. Green odors rose from the lake, its black muddy shore. A solitary moon piper whistles the windless reeds hold silent. Where I am, I'm an unbelonger. Even here, huh, Lakebird? As Elsie is feeling good, speaking down on herself, she sees something strange. Spider web thin and strung from stone to star. An impossible thread of light. Should I fail to return? I tether you to these constellations. The light will fade, or the line will fade, but in the season of Desmond or on a night the stars are sanely scattered. Then your mooring light shall beam skyward. Let a sun-shy pair of eyes be your discoverer. Okay. 20 hard strokes from shore, Elsie hauls herself up. Through a hole the size of a pine nut, warmthless light streams. This was meant to be seen, that feels clear enough. So we can say that what follows is only me fulfilling my part in someone else's intention. Even as she watches, it starts to shrink. The night sky rolls towards its horizon and the light sinks back into the ground. Is there anyone to care? I don't know, but I can't wait forever. So I'll dig. Night winds bowl me over if you want a say in this. Finding herself unstruck by any unhappy hand of the heavens, she bends to dig. And soon, scraping earth away with the side of her blade, Elsie uncovers the secret of this stony lake isle. A book? My friend? This feels like an offhand, possibly, so I'm gonna go my friend. Well, this looks like ore or something. My friend. Rock buried in a rock, This is fine. Actually, sometimes, yeah, what's nice about rocks is that you don't have to feel responsible for them. Suppose I should consider what's nested in this nested rock, Bending, she gives it a tug. It's quite loose. So she gets her hands under it, hoping to heave it out. And it almost falls on her butt. Oops, it's light. Why is it light? She asks the great and solemn no one surrounding her. A familiar voice calls her then. Elsie! You out there, Elsie? What an interesting choice you've made. You're looking, yeah, hold on, I'm coming back. You'll float, won't you? Let's wrap you in... Where's my oilcloth? Let's wrap you in that in case you don't like water. Swim back is ungraceful, the bagged stone bobbing, tied at Elsie's waist. Red found their position, the Thrixel, withering around in the shadow of Oljan Tower. You wandered a long way. The wrong way. Don't wholly understand myself. Elsie's rock is peculiar, odder than even its odd properties would seem to make it. Of water and star, of wishing salt and mended laughter, a stone-old story begins to tell itself. Interesting. What did we actually get? Oh, hey, Stone Spirit, how are you? Like, what did we actually get? What does this do, if anything? Is it an equipable thing? Gear? No? Huh. Offhand item is throwing net. Yeah. Maybe we'll find out after we finish this fight? Possibly. Yeah, because I'm not totally sure what that is at the moment. I lost a little bit of armor. Did it replace... Underguard, Bracelet of Power, Gwelder Ring. No? Hey, big damage. That was a very, very good fight. I've got to say, I really like the combo I have on Elsie. She has Untouchable, so she gets a guaranteed dodge after she kills something. And then she has Riposte, so when she blocks her dodge, she counterattacks, and it was pretty strong there. Owlwise Sash. Who has lower potency? Tyros. So, there you go, Tyros. Days go by. The battle at Oljan Tower becomes another flitter-fraught memory. Elsie palms over the stone she found, maybe for no other reason than that its strangeness, its textures, its contours are becoming familiar. That's how she discovers its secret. What's this I'm touching? Yeah, that shadow on the hillside? Turned out it was just an old dry well. Fairly sure nothing will, you know, skeeve out and devour us. Wax had been tamped into a groove in the otherwise hard, smooth surface. Sweating wax softened by the fire's nearness. Elsie? Oh, hey. Oh, hey. I didn't catch what you, but... Screwing first a thumb down through the wax, Elsie squeezes her fingers in. Something's been preserved in the... Squiggle-gweagle? And pinches loose a rolled slip of paper. Huh. The ancient note is scrawled in runes Elsie can't read. A map links star reckonings with hill shapes. A diagram swims with stick images, swirls in a repeated shape that must be the rock. So for 3 thick logs of a fire, Elsie will study it. Comparing constellations, interpreting the sketches of a hurried hand. Takes 2 people by the looks of it. Yeah, to wash a rock. Bathe it, she said. Small distinction. Yeah, an important distinction. Is the distinction important? Fortunate that it looks to require 2 people. I guess. Long after the fire's embers, Elsie is up and map musing. Wait, I do know that ridge. That's Apple Tree Land. Yeah, if it was just me, I feel like I'd leave tonight. Interesting? Unfortunate that it requires 2 people, is what you keep saying. Apple Tree Land. Heron Plain... Cloudy Fin, Airwild. This isn't like an opportunity for you. I don't see a place named Apple Tree Land. River Tower, Singing Forest. There it is. A note hidden with a stone points to this location. I mean... interesting? Here's the dawn, in autumn. Elsie discovered a strange rock buried on a lonesome lake isle. It weighed less than a pickle pot, but in her thoughts it became a mountain. For secreted in wax among its contours, she discovered a note, a map with drawn instructions. Breh. No, you don't have to say so. So on an early morning, shadows on the land making it all like a glimpse of another age, another world. Morning like this one, the good green earth seems aware of our troubles, asks us with gentleness to wander. Shoes, will she embark? She cannot go alone. Elsie, I was thinking about borrowing... Wait, where are you off to? Let's send Red? Yeah. Okay, this is very interesting. I don't know what's going to come of this, but... neat? Alright, well, I think we'll follow up on that next time, so... hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.